Welcome to June. I'm giving you a little time. If you're right up on your computer or your phone right now, you're within 6 feet. So I'll give you a second to step back. Okay, now I can take this off. We got a lot of new items this month. Here they are all here. We'll talk about those. We do understand that a lot of you still can't get out there, but that's okay. You're doing a great job with your distribution list. Marketing is providing fabulous information for us to move forward. We're still out there helping customers. We are making a difference. When the world goes hands-free, we're going to be right there to help people, and people know they can come to us because of the good work that you've been doing, the help that we've been providing you from the inside. So we'll get into this stuff in a few seconds, but do not be discouraged. You can still sell new items, stuff that matters, no matter how you decide to take it to your customers. So the other thing we wanted to talk about is the Sloan Spiff that is currently running. It started on the 15th of May, so you're well into it. Okay, if nothing has happened yet, don't back off it, don't get discouraged. And one of the best ways to introduce it, if you can't do it verbally, over the phone, in person, whatever, is to first let customers know about the Updating Your Restroom touch-free flyer that marketing has created. It's really an excellent piece of literature to send out. So not only are these very recognizable, brief explanation on the back, okay, again, more products to kind of get them thinking about what to do. So we anticipate a lot of movement on this, okay? Side mounts, probably the most cost-effective stuff, and we list on the bottom what those options are. After that, Sloan came to us and said, what can we do to help move these products forward? They realized that as buildings opening and we start to return to the new normal, that a lot of the conversations are not initially going to start up with the architects and the engineers to talk about building design, restroom design for major renovations, new construction and such. They called us and said, we want to do something with you guys because it's going to be about the facility people when the buildings start to open. So in order to be, they think, competitive or to drive their products, they came up with this Spiff program. And some of you have taken advantage of it already. But to think about, you're going to get $4 gross, okay, for each unit you sell. You sell somebody 100 side mounts, $400 is coming your way when we settle this whole thing up. So you have their flyer, so you have reference as to kind of by series number what kind of money you can expect. But marketing did a fabulous job with the spreadsheets. Wait, Val, I didn't see all these spreadsheets. If you didn't see these spreadsheets, you got it, but look on the bottom, there's tabs. So by category, the tabs are there to show you what the most popular ones are, what the usage is. Now, we did not expect them to offer so many products as they did. When I spoke with them to set this up, initially we were thinking it'd be about 100 products. Well, it turned out to be about 1,100 products. So they're being kind of generous and wide opening and want to make sure their products are out there and you're getting a reward for that. So the spreadsheet will help you identify items. If we don't have usage on it, or we have a number, we're gonna have to add stuff to the system, contact your team and your sales manager, they'll help you coordinate that, but they can, generate a number or something like that and make sure that it qualifies. When this is all said and done, as we put in the literature, after we confirm all the reports, and it's based on confirmed orders. So if you get a big order on the 30th of June, just because it doesn't ship, we just show that, yeah, there's a purchase order, there's a credit card, there's an approval of some form, you're good with that. Once we tell Sloan what we did, Sloan says, yep, that's what you did. 30 days after that, they're gonna basically issue us a credit for all the money involved in this. And then from there, we'll have your information of your sold. And then the next settlement period, after Sloan and Best have confirmed, yep, this is the dollar amount, that's when you'll get that gross payout. Yes, it'll be taxed because that's the law. But listen, you're way ahead of the game. So besides the commission you're gonna make on these things, you're making at least $3 to $4 on everything out here, and in some of the faucets higher. So don't back off on this. Keep introducing this type of information to your customers. This stuff, who thought that like side mounts and sensor faucets and soap dispensers and hand dryers could be all of a sudden a feel-good thing you sell? Because now more than ever, it's not just hip to be hands-free. It was always very hygienic. We just never thought that it would matter so much when the consequences are so high. So what we're doing here, what you're doing, matters a lot, okay? So we're helping, not just selling. we're truly helping this time more than ever. After the stuff goes in, you got to maintain it. That's where we also help. And customized assortments matter more than ever, because if you have the stuff in your stockroom, you can take it to the bathroom, get out of there quicker. Okay, you're in less contact. Your customers in less contact with people. They're not driving all over the place. So what we offer now, the great thing is we don't have to change much. We just have to keep reminding people and let them validate that what we're doing matters, because it always has, and now more than ever. Hey, and just something else to always keep in mind. Go to our website often. Your customers are going there. You don't want to be the person that doesn't know what they're looking at or what's being offered on the website to complement all the great things that you do out there. So we talked about the hands-free thing. We got the promotion, right? We know all that. But go to the website, okay? When you see this part come up, okay, just click on that, okay? And now what you do is you see different product categories. So again, whether you use your mouse or you got that going, it's going to then bring up your options and tell you a little bit more about it. So these are the things you can do on the website. This is information. You saw how fast that is. Wait, which one was that? I thought they only offered this in 2 different configurations. Bang, you click on it and you're like, well, you know what? It's not 2 different configurations. Look at all the options I have here. So you're going to help yourself. You're going to help your response time to your customers, make it easier to work with customer service, which can make it easier for them to work with purchasing to get the stuff to your customers. So go on the website, and not just here, okay? If you go back to this original page that I was on the home page, right? I'm pretty good upside down. Okay, you also have other options here. There's the door banners, okay? So, you know, go through all the parts of the website. You have some time now. Make sure that you're as familiar with it as your customers may be. Make sure there's places you want them to go to. You can always just copy from the URL up top the link to a page you want your customer to look for, send them an email and shoot them that link and say, hey, click here, check this out, and then follow up with it. So there's so much you can do with this website. It's better than it's ever been. It's better than we could have imagined at this point. So it's really going to serve a purpose for you right now. Please don't not take advantage of this because you're not used to it or it seems a little foreign. The more you use it, the more familiar you'll be with it. And there's a number of sales reps that have been hesitant, that have gone on board with this distribution list, all the other good things. We're figuring out how to help customers, okay? Not try to reinvent the wheel, how to help your customers. And this is one of the ways you can do it. So as the world decides that we need to be as hands-free as possible, and it only makes sense, one of the items that we had special ordered, and there's a few versions of this out there, okay, is a door pull. This is as heavy duty a product as you can get. It is not coming off any door that you put it on. It is solid steel. And the coating is antimicrobial, so it's safe. And really, there's not much to say. Pre-drill a pilot hole. It comes with a hex head screw, so the average clown can't remove it. And you're gonna put it on, and then you are going to, as you can see in the video, just open the door by putting your arm in here and pulling it out. So there's really not a whole lot else to say about this other than once they get in the door, they need hands-free products. They need regular plumbing supplies. So use this, talk about really anything hands-free if you want from here on in. And that includes soap dispensers, and that includes faucets, and that includes flushing devices. So we have all that, and it matters. So it's simple, it's really easy to install. You can also see that one of the versions of the Milwaukee right angle drill attachment will help get in tighter to here. So if they don't want to go in on an angle and go straight in, that's an option also. So a lot of stuff. You can talk about Milwaukee after that. You can talk about drill bits. There's a lot of things, a lot of places you can go with this. It's up to you. It's up to you to get your customers into the catalog. And even if you're doing this remotely, right, you can always peel off PDFs and shoot them to your customers, and they'll know what you're talking about. So good luck with this. It's a no-brainer. We've already sold, I don't know, in special order, I think close to 100. So this stuff is going to move, and it's going to be there forever. So take advantage of this. So for a million years, we've always had the chrome-plated split one floor and ceiling flanges. Now, because you've asked for it, we have them in white. Okay? Same function. We have them for copper pipe. We have them for iron pipe. You can see all the sizes here. But people want white because sometimes this has become the new standard. It's easy, especially in healthcare applications, to put these in the wall where especially your shutoffs and stuff is where we find them most popular. But they're easy to clean. So it's easy when it comes time for inspection to know that the job was done right. So again, it's a simple product. We have them both ways now, chrome or white for all those various sizes. Talk about these, talk about shutoff valves, talk about pipe nipples, you talk about copper pipe if you want. You can talk about any of the valves that go on this stuff. So really, it's kind of endless what you can do with this stuff, but it is important, okay? Because no one wants those gaps, okay? If there's a gap coming through the wall with the pipe, okay, they can put this on, and instead of having a gap, they sometimes caulk it, so we have that type of stuff. Keeps rodents and insects out, everything good. So show it, get into section 7, talk about all the other parts that attach to that pipe coming through the wall, and you'll sell them, and you'll make a difference. So one of our great featured items that we bring back every now and then, and we think now is a good time, are the flood guards from General Wire and Spring, makers of great snakes and cables. It would only make sense, just in case you don't get to that blockage, that you can prevent water from coming back up in your floor drain. So there's all different sizes, right? We're showing 2, 3, and 4 on the flyer. It's a simple application. You take off your drain top, you size up the proper flood guard for that, you drop it in, you tighten the screws, it adheres and expands to the walls of the drain. And then what happens is, as water would come up and hit it to try to come out the drain, this little baffle goes up and down. Easy to see on this one, baffle goes up and down, therefore blocking out the water from coming up. So a lot of buildings, right, we all well know, have been empty. They're going to turn on water. We do know there's a good chance for pipes bursting, which could lead to flooding, or perhaps there's flooding going on they don't know about right now. So not the type of thing they want to call you for because it's happening, the type of product that they want to have on the shelf so they can prevent it from happening. So we have these items here. Of course, we always have green fix to keep, if the drain is clear, make sure we're not getting gases up there because there's evaporation happening during these empty buildings. We have snakes cables to keep lines open, and we of course have liquid drain openers, everything from enzyme and bacteria based to heavy duty acid based to non-acid environmentally friendly stuff. So we can do a lot of stuff with this, talk about a lot of products that are going to matter to your customers now, maybe more than ever. Okay, so now let's just talk about a good old plumbing product, and that is the Easy Flex Bubbler Head. Okay, it is rated at 0.4 GPM, so we still want to save water. There's nothing wrong with that, because when we save water, we save money, and customers need to save money because they're doing a lot of stuff now in the plumbing world. So it's really just a reminder piece, but we do know, especially in schools, kids like to smack each other on the back of the head, and then the tooth on the bubbler head. It's a bad scene. Okay, they're flexible. There is no seams or cracks on this for germs, mold to get in, so it's very safe bubbler head in that aspect. It'll fit with a number of items, okay? Pretty much standard 3/8 thread on that. So show it, get into section 7 with your customers. Again, whether you're out, you can shoot them a couple of pages, shoot them this flyer, email them, get on the phone, talk about this stuff, but we don't want to abandon everything. You know, what we have in the warehouse is a couple of $1 million worth of plumbing parts that matter. So it's not just all about retrofit, though that's going to be a big part of our offering in the near future. It's also about the regular plumbing parts. So show this. It's a good alternative and easy to clean also. So get into section 7 also while you're doing stuff. Our heavy duty white hurricane tape is really one of the most unique and innovative tapes we've introduced in quite a long time. We have Gorilla Tape, we have good duct tape, all our tapes are good. This one's just a little different. And for a couple of reasons. So let's look at what the sheet's telling us. It's resistant to stain, mold, decay, and UV exposure. What do we care about mold and decay? Well, we should all care about mold and decay, but typically if we're going to put a white tape on something, sometimes it's cosmetic, and the fact that it won't stain or mold up matters to customers. This is not tape, okay, that you can rip with your hand. So you need a knife or something with this because it is heavy duty to be able to cut the tape. One of the ways they recommend, if you're patching something instead of just wrapping, is to actually cut, okay, and apply in an X fashion to block something, hold it in. Crisscross patterns will make this stronger than ever. It's called hurricane tape. We started to put it in, okay, actually 1 year when we were approaching hurricane season, because it is good for taping things up, putting across windows. It's strong, it's heavy duty. So again, something that leads us into section 6, best plumbing specialties. Do they know we carry hurricane tape? No, they probably don't. So it's a good product, but we have other tapes too. So why not, again, make this something you can talk about. There is no customer, there is no type of account that doesn't need a tape like this that also, okay, stands up to water. There can be moist situations. Duct tape doesn't do well with that. Duct tape leaves a residue. This is what you want to show customers. And if you have to move on to other tapes, or again, this just becomes part of the line of tape that they have in there, whether it's masking tape, duct, Gorilla, easy removal tape for painting applications. We have it all. But this isn't something they're going to run into everywhere, so why not start off the conversation with this? Another great item that we are revisiting here, and it's new to you people who are new to us, is our demo bag. Well, tricky transition there. 5 to a box, so don't be scared by the price, okay? There's 5 to a box, which means your customers can get rid of 250 pounds of who knows what when the time comes. This is good for metal, bricks, concrete, brass, you name it, you can put it in here. There's a link to the video we made a while ago, about a year or so ago, where we show us loading it up with stuff, dropping. We even show, I believe, if it's true, we popped a hole in it. Here's the great thing about this. Because the way this bag is woven, if it pops a hole, like you're dragging it pops a hole, it stops at whatever that initial hole is, and it keeps it from spreading. So again, if you overload it, okay, there's a good chance that nothing's gonna happen. So it's heavy duty. You can hold a lot of stuff in here. And now, perhaps, as people are going to go back in their buildings and they're going to be replacing faucets and flush valves, they got to haul them out of there because they're probably going to scrap them and cash them in since there's not much you can do with it. So, a good bag for that. People are going to come back to buildings, and there's a good chance we know that a pipe could have broke. There's going to be stuff they got to get rid of. They've got to repair things. They might have to take out a bit of a wall, take out part of a ceiling. Demo bags, perfect to have on hand. Or if they just got to start cleaning out stuff and get ready for the building to open, this is what they want to have on hand. So it's a great item for June. You can go a lot of places with this. So show it to them. There's 5 to a box. They will thank you for having these things because it's better than a garbage bag. Hi, I'm highly entertaining when I do stuff like this. But let's talk about these goggles and how they are safe and how they make sense when you got to pop your head behind the wall and into a ceiling. So here I am still wearing these crafty little goggles. More than just gimmicky, okay? First of all, they are OSHA approved. Okay, you have 32 lumens coming out of both these things, and you get about 50 hours of light time while you're in there. So that's a whole work week, okay? They are very lightweight, okay? They're heavy duty, they're durable. But here's the thing. You know, we got headlamps, so if this isn't their journey, they can go to that. But if they have to have safety goggles on, and we got pipes bursting, which is why we're using demo bags and pipe wraps and flood guards and all this good stuff, you got to put your head in the ceiling. It's nice to have your hands free, okay? It's not to have things wobbling around on your head. You can see what you got to see. So there's really not a whole lot to say more about that, but very easy to be able to work with your hands in a situation that requires more light. Of course, we have other goggles. We have sunglasses that are OSHA approved and ANSI approved. So go to the catalog, look up these safety items. The whole world is thinking safety. Safety goggles, good to use with chemicals. They're pouring stuff down a drain. They think they see something in the drain. They pull up the cleanout plug. They think they see something. Maybe this is an option there. But flashlights, goggles, safety stuff, it all matters. It's all very real. It's needed now more than ever. So show these to customers in some form or another. Now, customers are going to go back into their buildings, or if they've been in their building, whatever. Having a natural bacterial enzyme product on hand to help clear the drains is smart. I think people need to stop thinking about, I have a liquid drain opener and this is the only one I use. Okay, that's not necessarily the case. There are certainly some that are more potent, okay, acid-based ones versus non-acid-based ones tend to clear things out, but customers have initiatives that they put into place. Municipalities have said, don't jump this down the drain. We don't want that in our sewer system. We don't want that seeping into the groundwater. So anyway, this is something your customers should have on hand. It's, look at bacterial enzyme. It contains billions of live, natural bacteria continuously manufacturing the enzyme that digests waste material. This is actually a perfect one to have in your kitchens, okay? That's all organic waste. No need in a lot of instances, especially on a regular maintenance cycle, to have to introduce a lot of acid to this because it's perfect for not only just drains and sinks, but it handles septic tanks. It handles sewage systems. So it's a good product. It's one of many that we carry. Chemicals on some level, whether it is drain opening, cleaning, grain fix to keep odors out, adhesives, caulking, really chemicals in section 6 should be part of every conversation you're having with your customers, because again, they might not be thinking about us for that. So whether it's a chemical, whether it's an auger, whether it's a plunger, whether it's a kinetic water ram, we have a ton of drain solutions for people. And I think that's going to be really important now.
As always, thank you to everyone for your hard work this month, and let's keep up the great work moving forward.
Order, we do know that there's a good chance of pipes bursting. And this is the part where we cut, and I come back with magical scissors.